Welcome to my channel, and the 13th installment in building Branzow on All a Bad Dream Livonia. This has been a step-by-step process of securing, building, and growing this compound. And 13. There's a reason that floor is skipped on public skyrises. And one of the locals have strayed too close to my wall. Alright then. Well, I was informed, everyone was informed, that the server is going to conduct a vehicle wipe. So I need to unload anything that I want to keep off of the vehicles, as they're going to disappear tonight. Alright, this poses as one slight little issue. Storage space. I'm running extremely low on it. I focused all my attention and materials on building the perimeter. I need to be very selectful of what I'm keeping. Obviously, we are going to lose a few things, but we'll prioritize to our needs. And for the magic of editing, I'm going to spare you the monotony of me going through old ketchup inside my lockup. All you really need to know is I prioritized my loot and looked after my basics first. Food, clothing, building supplies. Now as I wander around my base, I'm contemplating, am I going to open up my gate and take Blueberry for one last rip? Or do I want to save all of that bother and just hop outside the fence and take the owner's car? After all, it's going to disappear tonight anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself to a known truck spawn and wait out the restart, or the vehicle wipe. Hopefully, I've chosen correctly, and we spawn back into a fresh truck. Ah, the once beautiful town of Bilal. There's a little farm just southeast. We're going to head to that. There's usually a truck to be found there. Like I said, a confirmed truck spawn. However, pointless to take this one. It's not prepared for the road, and wipe hasn't occurred yet. Once it does, this truck should respawn, fully equipped, and undoubtedly with gas, and probably a little bit of water. Might as well put this truck out of its misery. It's easier to kill a truck and a Humvee through the gas tank than it is through the engine, especially when you're only carrying a 9x19. Well, I mean, I have other guns, but I don't want to waste that suppression or the ammo. Now, that'll disappear with the next restart, or if I leave the immediate area. I was just about to destroy this car as well, but I think I'll hold off, just in case the wipe doesn't occur. I'll need transportation home. I'll find a quiet little spot to log out, and we'll come back after we get the announcement that the wipe was successful. And it will most likely be up in that office building. And wouldn't you know it, I come back to a greasy, rainy day. Alright, the sedan I arrived in is gone. However, there is no truck, which tells me one of two things have occurred. The wipe was indeed successful, or someone just yoinked my Olga. We're going to beat feet back into Bilawa and check out the car situation there. I'm pretty sure we're going to find a fresh gunter at the water well. Either way, I chose the wrong spawn. Trucks spawned in a rotation and randomly. So we'll head to the next nearest one, which is the North Farm in Toplin. And I'm in luck. There's a gunter sitting right beside the water well. No doubt full of gas and water. Well, a little bit of gas. And we're sitting beside the water well, so it's of little consequence how much water's in the car. So we'll purpose this one and search for a truck. Once we find it, we'll either destroy this car or stash it and come back for it on foot. There, car's water is all topped up. Now let's top mine up. Doesn't even matter where I collect my water as long as this pot is attached to the stove and canister. I can just boil my water and clean it. Alright, next top, Toplin. Now it's hard to gauge at this point. I'm always feeling a little bit of lag when I'm driving through centers of towns. However, I'm feeling a little bit extra. Usually takes a few restarts after a vehicle wipe to stabilize the vehicles. I don't know how many restarts have transpired from the wipe until my playtime, but it's getting difficult to drive. It might help if I slow down, but what's the fun of that? Oh, shite. Oh yeah, lots of fun, huh? Oh well, Such is life. Let's see where we are. Oh, we're not too bad off. We're in Columbrati. And that puts us right near a few car spawns, if we're lucky enough to get them. Oh, that's a Mr. Mom. I'm unarmed. We'll give him a wide berth. Luck be a lady tonight. Look at there. Just like the admin's car. Alright, let's go retrieve my body before the server restarts. Once that happens, all my loot's gone. So the hunt for a truck is off. Well, postponed. If we see one, we'll make note of it, but we're definitely not stopping for it. It's too slow, I'll never make it back to my body in a truck. Yeah, and this time, we'll take it a little slower. Well, there's some sign of player. Someone's left a door on the road. And there's a gunter right out in the center of the road, right where we dealt with that Sarka the other day. There's an Olga spawn right here to my right. I'm willing to bet someone dumped that gunter and took the Olga. Now the responsible thing to do would be to push that off the road, number one. Number two, destroy it. Put it back where it belongs. Even in a PvP server such as this, it just comes down to courtesy for other players. Yeah, you're potentially out to kill each other, but there's no need to leave junk laying around like that. Alright, we're on the south side of Toplin. We're almost near the scene of the crime. Or, well, it's not a crime. Crying shame, but not a crime. We'll just slip across this bridge, and it's just a few kilometers up the road. Well, this is one area I was hoping there'd be a truck. There's none here. Perhaps the farm, right outside of where I died. Well, there I is, or was. The car's destroyed, so that's taken care of for me. After I pull my body out, grab all my loot, we'll see what we can salvage from the car, and then head back down to that farm we just passed. I do believe I seen a truck. Well, I look rather flatulent. In hindsight, I probably should have taken the tires off this Gunther, but we'll take this radiator. Oh well, me. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Alright, let's head back down to that farm, about a kilometer and a half down. I'm pretty sure I seen a truck when I drove by. And indeed I did. We're sorted for a truck, if I can get it home safely. Now, had we not crashed that Gunther and died, I could have just threw the Gunther into one of these garage doors, used my lockpick to lock it up, taken the truck home, and run back down for the Gunther. This Olga? Yeah, we're not keeping this. We'll destroy it. Alright, now the truck is prepped and ready to go. We're going to loot up the immediate area, see if there's any more building supplies laying around that we can't throw in it. Like that shovel. I've got a couple, but they're getting more. A lot of posts being put down. I would have grabbed that sheet metal, however, Eclipse already gifted me 40, so we're good on that for now. Oh, I'll definitely be taking those nails. And that wire, well, I don't have a use for it right now. I don't have any more gates planned, not until I get second and third level buildings built. I thought there was a plank spawn around here somewhere. I could have been mistaken. Maybe down there in that complex. Oh well, it's worth taking a look. I don't have a saw on me. Perhaps I'll find one down here. But either way, I can check out to see if anyone's harvesting and building in the area. Again, not that I intend to raid, it is a no-raid server, as stated before. But it's always good to know where your neighbors are. It is PvP after all. And where it's only a small 10-slot server, I tend to play a more passive-aggressive playstyle. Which means I probably won't engage someone unless engaged. But you never know until the time comes. Sometimes I get an itchy finger. Alright, time to lock these monkeys up so we can move around this compound with a little bit more ease. Alright, I'm not really seeing a plank spawn here. So, back up to the truck and get it home. Oh yes, not before we dispatch this car. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oopsie, I feathered the gas and stalled the engine. Now I'll apologize in advance for the next few minutes noise. These trucks are not quiet. I'll try to edit it out as much as possible, but we have to stay in context, right? Hey, there I was again, in all my flatulent glory. Bielawa, the last bit of civilization before Branzow. We're on the home stretch, only a few more kilometers uphill. And here we are home again, Castle Branzow. And no welcoming party today. I wonder where the locals are. Alright, no peeking. Well, all things considered, that was one hell of a day. We didn't get any building done to the castle, but we did resecure this vehicle, which will aid in the process. No harm, no foul. I'm no further behind, nor am I ahead. But for now, I think I'm going to lock her up, call this one as it is, go get myself a hot meal, come back tomorrow, and continue on with our build. And when we're back next, there's a few things on my to-do list. We'll probably make another pilgrimage out on foot and try to secure another Gunter. As you can see, the parking space is pretty empty. And I'll have to make my catwalk across the gate. Well, platform, not a catwalk. And of course, we'll have to finish capping in these towers. Lots more to do, so come on back.